the way that you hold the enemy back, the way that you keep him from advancing on innocent people and on the world stage is through a show of strength. In other words, it's kind of a big, you better not, or else. That's the only thing evil understands, is a force greater than itself. You can't negotiate with it. You can't appease it. And this is one of the things that's so frustrating for so many of us, because we saw that show of strength in the last administration. Like Trump, don't like Trump, doesn't matter. We did not have war. Not only did we not have war, but we actually had peace agreements. We had the Abraham Accords. For the first time in probably nearly a century, we actually had peace in the Middle East. In other words, nobody advancing on anybody under that administration. So this peace through strength is so, so important. And what's so frustrating for a lot of us is that we knew this was coming. And we had so many people in the United States, a lot of Democrats that are like, no, you're just fear mongering. That's not going to happen. Pipe down, settle down. You Republicans, you Christians are always, no, you know what? And now it's playing out. And so I saw a report earlier today about how there are worries now about the state of mental health for people in our country, having to be exposed and see a lot of the images and the videos that are coming over from the Middle East, and they're wanting to shield and protect themselves from seeing that because it's affecting their mental health. Well, you know what? Again, I say, lady up. You need to see what happens as a result of failed policies. We need to understand and get the full gravity of this situation. I don't think we need to marinate in it. We don't need to wallow in it. We don't need to, sit and stare at it all day long. But we need to understand the consequences, the impact, and the innocent blood that is shed, and all of the things that come with war. It is horrible. We all want to do everything we can to prevent war. This is the example that came up in my mind, the analogy. In the early part of my career, I did crisis consulting, where businesses would bring me in because they were going under. They had gotten themselves in a lot of trouble. We had to do a lot of damage control and try to bring that Titanic back up out of the water, right? We had to keep it from sinking. All right, that was an incredibly tough thing to do. And in those situations, I got to tell you, those business owners, they listened to everything I say. They were desperate. They were cooperative, not so much the staff, but the owner. Whatever you say, Diane, whatever you say, let's just get this company saved. The different consulting firm that I opened, where it was all about prevention and trying to help keep these business owners from ever getting in those situations, I would help them and I would say, look, we're going to put these preventive measures in place, and we're going to do these things to set you up for success. And you know what I would hear from them? Oh, that'll never happen to me. Oh, Diane, that'll never happen to me. And then when it did, for those stubborn ones who wouldn't listen, the consequence would happen inevitably. And then here they would come back. I am so sorry. I should have listened to you. And it's an I told you so that I don't revel in. I don't want that. I told you so. I don't crave that. I don't need that. I want to prevent it. Okay. So I've watched this on both sides, and it's so frustrating when it comes to the freedom in our country, because that's a business. Businesses go under every day, and you can always rebuild a business, but you can't rebuild America. Not so easily. If we lose our freedom here, there's nowhere to run to. Like, this is the caboose. Like, this is the only stand for freedom in the entire world. So yes, I get fired up about this because it is very serious. So we need to see the images of war. We need to understand the impact of the consequences of bad legislation, bad policies. And conservative values are the only values that are going to uphold a country and protect freedom, period. Okay, I'm like Mark Levine. That's it. I'm done.